This puppy's rolling.
And we are rolling.
This puppy is rolling. Ooh, how's that sound?
You like that?
Yeah.
You like that sound?
You like that?
Like a video game.
Do you like the sound of that?
Oh, actually, yeah, we started a new thing last week. You got to do like a little rap or something over this.
Oh yeah, let's go.
So go.
Fuck you, if you just started, I could have thought of something. It's too quick for a freestyle.
We just keep doing that. That's a really...
Boom. What's happening?
Woo.
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Sausage Boys. If you're a new listener, we are Sydney's silliest sausages.
Yes, we are.
Peeling back the skin, peeling back the sausage, showing how the
back the
sausage is
legs.
made. I am your host, the South Coast poster child,
Yes.
the mannequin from Newtown, Jackson Grant.
Yes. I don't know why that's funny. I don't know why the audience would be laughing at that. That's just true. It's you.
Yeah. As always, here with the other host of the show,
Terry Crews of Sydney.
Terry Crews of Sydney,
Steamroller.
the Steamroller, Karim Diallo.
Oh, yes. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, they changed their minds. They changed their minds. See what's been happening. It's a good bit just to get into it. Like
As always, we got a very funny friend, Sydney comedian, man that goes by the name of Juni.
Okay, wait a second.
June man.
This man is a little bit more than just that. This man is the OG. This man is probably one of our best friends in the game.
True.
This man is someone that when I see his face at an open mic, I know it's going to be a good night.
Very true.
This is a man. We have a group chat.
You are
We have a group chat. This man is straight.
This is a man that stares at girls wearing school dresses on the street.
This man can completely trust it around children.
This man we were out the back of Crown Comedy and did 3 hours of Polish puns with. And then started our group chat.
All right, so this man, Johnny, how the fuck are you, dude?
Cool, buddy. Call it the June man. I like the June man.
The June
Call me
man.
the June man.
The June man. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
you
that's
should have
right.
been the first guest on the podcast as well, which is crazy.
Well, it's hard. You've just got a tricky schedule, but it's
Yeah.
been a long time coming, man. How the fuck are you?
Fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hell yeah, doggy. So, let's start at the beginning, actually. Something I think I'm going to make amends for. So, we were friends for like a year and a half doing open mics, right?
That's
You and I.
cool. Yeah.
You and I. We're sitting out the back of...
Not you, KD. Just us two. Not you. No, just me and him.
it was just...
Yeah.
It was after I did the roast battle. And I was on such a high. I just won. I felt so good. I had some drank in me. I was feeling myself. We're sitting down next to each other. Banter was flying, and I turned to you, and I'm like, "Oi, Juni, we should do da 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 da." And you're like, "Oh yeah, man. Well, it's actually Juni."
There's two things
And
there.
he
You're doing
still
his
has not
voice.
let
You
go
did
of
his
that.
voice, which is great. I absolutely love that. Also, he's been holding on to this for months.
Years, apparently.
Yeah, well,
No, months.
No,
This has been a big thing on your mind.
Well,
You
I feel
getting
bad
your
about
name
it,
wrong.
dude. I feel
How
bad
dare
about
you
it.
correct me?
Well, all right. Here's my reasoning. I thought Juni, short for junior.
Same. I have a big debate as well because I have a feeling you're saying your
I bet
name
you have a
wrong.
big debate.
I've got a big debate because I have to match up for my small penis.
To compensate for the small penis. So, Johnny.
Junior. What's going on? It's Junior. It's Ben
I don't know.
Junior.
It's Junior, but my dad can't say Junior. He says Junior.
J Junior.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
because
fucked
you're
up.
Filipino descent.
Yes.
Right. Is it just your old man or both your parents? Filipino.
Yeah. No, both of them.
Oh, both of them.
Both
yeah.
of them are. Because you look Islander. You look like Jason Momoa. You
I'll
look
take
like
that. I'll
Jason Homoa. Yes. You used to have the long Jason Momoa hair as well.
Yeah.
You shaved that off. What, too many
know.
women kind of kept on throwing themselves at you?
I wish that was an issue.
Or did you get sick of the constant Jason Momoa comparisons?
I just got sick of all the things for autographs, man. Like my hand got sore from signing.
Oh, really?
Like
From
I'm a
backhanding,
person too.
backhanding whenever a woman came up to you.
So,
lying is a weird thing, right? Like, because as kids, like I got a 3-year-old. He started lying at like maybe 2. And it's the
he got
first
in
sign of
early.
intelligence because, you recognize that there's a narrative going on, like a back and forth between a person.
and you're like, I can manipulate this reality.
Yeah, and you can manipulate pretty much you can manipulate your reality.
Well, Jackson must be Albert Einstein when it comes to his sexual orientation.
Damn, there we go. Flying out of the gates. And what happened when you caught him? Were you like, this is interesting, or I've got to correct him, or it's good that he learns?
I just thought it was funny.
What did he lie about?
I don't know. You do this? No.
He's
What are
like,
you talking
Dad, I
about?
think
He's
you're
like,
Australian."
Dad, you're such a funny comedian.
Fuck! I showed him a video of Sam
Of your
Kinison.
penis, and he's like, that's a normal size.
And he's like, that's the
Yeah, Dad, we
biggest penis
match.
I've ever seen.
So
Damn.
yeah, what happened? What was this scenario of him lying?
I don't know about lying, but I showed him a clip of Sam Kinison,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, who's that crazy guy?" He liked it. He liked it. It's a nice little.
And that was him lying.
You little fucker.
What did he lie about?
I can't remember.
You're like, I've
He's been
got
like a
something
little
to
white
admit,
lie,
guys.
like-
I don't know what lying is.
Son, do you... I've been saying it for so long that I just couldn't.
Sam
got bigger
Kinison,
and
right?
bigger.
It's when you watch Sam Kinison.
Everyone knows that. You know that. I know that shit.
Son's been lying lately. Oh well, yeah, what did he do? Yeah, what did he do? Well, I got a video of Sam Kinison for him, and he watched it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
And then he
where
just
did,
hasn't stopped lying
where did he
since, you know?
lie?
That's-
Oh, isn't that what lying is? Anyway.
What a
anyway.
crazy experience. So you got 2.
Yeah, too.
But quickly, back. I want to get into your life deep. But going into Juni.
Yeah, because that's
Your name
recent.
is Juni because you're go by Junior.
Juni.
It's Juni.
It's not a Jewish knee. It's not a Jewish lower appendage. It's Juni.
But no one calls it Juni. They would
because
say
you guys can't
Juni if you're
fucking say it.
junior.
Say again.
It's junior. It's not junior.
But it's a dialect.
But your dad's
Wait,
saying
it's
it
what?
It's
incorrect.
a dialect.
Your
It-
dad's
it's-
saying Juni incorrectly. And you admit that.
Your life and name is a lie.
And that's the
Based on
scary
your dad's
thing.
inability to
We-
phonate language.
We
You're like,
wanted-
damn, I never thought of it like that.
This is an intervention. We've gathered all
My
your
dad's
friends.
been lying to me this whole time.
You see your dad, he's watching Sam Kinison in the background. But yeah, so Juni is short for junior. And there's a lot of people out there that are Junies. The one Juni I remember is from the TV show or from the movie Spy Kids.
Yep, Spy Kids.
He was Juni.
Yeah, I was going to do a bit about this. There's
Yeah.
Juni in Spy Kids.
No, that's Juni in Spy Kids.
Okay, fuck.
It's literally Juni. It's not
And there's
Juni. It's not Juni.
In the Ultimate Fighter, there was a kid called Juni Browning.
There we go. Juni Browning.
Yeah, I had to fucking say it.
Yeah, no,
Because
it's good. Of course.
Talented fighter, but he couldn't
Yeah.
handle his drink, and he was a fuckwit.
Dang.
So he ended up getting back, like getting kicked off. Like he had mental problems.
Right.
Somehow that all relates to having that name. But yeah,
So there's the 2 Junies out there.
2 famous ones. I've met other guys that who have a nickname Juni, but they never. I just got called it more.
But their nickname would be Juni and yours would be Juni. Is that the truth?
I feel like I'm being gaslit.
Oh, this is a real gaslit scenario. Because when Jackson told me, because I've always assumed you were Juni, your Instagram handle is the June Man,
June Man.
but it was with an E.
No.
Juneman.
June. Jon.
June.
No, it's not me.
Alright, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Alright, we gotta spell it right.
I know how
or
I spell
say
it.
This is the funniest thing in the world, just telling someone they've been doing something wrong.
Your name is actually
Tell me,
pronounced
yeah.
incorrectly. It's not Juni, it's Juni.
Oh, what next? I tie my shoes.
Because I've called you Juni forever as well. I don't know people's names. I probably don't actually refer to you as, hey, Juni, how you going? I say, hey, how you going? But I've always thought you were Juni. Everyone I
In
know
your head,
is...
you just call me the wrong name.
Yeah.
Alright.
And also everyone around me is kind of be like, oh, hey, Juni's up next. Juni's doing this. Juni's doing that.
Yeah, we're like leaving comedy and we're like, hey, Juni just Sam Kinison about his sexuality to try and get a room.
Did it work? It probably worked.
But yeah, I don't...
Has anyone else ever brought this up and been like,
I've corrected people. Not. It hasn't been
Yeah,
fucking
okay.
2 years. They put me in front of a camera and had to break it down with his friend next to him. Never to this fucking level.
Let's turn off the lights. Let's just get a light on his face. It's Juni. It's Juni. You look like a Juni. Johnny? Juni, you want to go by.
Juni, yeah.
But it's Juni.
According to who? You.
According to the world. We live in a society, Juni.
Go
Sorry
on.
to say. Yeah, we live in a society.
That sounds like the rain. Is that the...
Yeah, you're not the first person that said that.
Oh, really? I've never even heard anyone say that before.
Yeah,
But I've also...
I was trying to make him feel good,
I'm trying to
dude.
make you feel good. I know. You're getting
We've
defensive
got him on the
about
ropes,
this. We basically
No, but,
want to end this podcast with you being like saying,
Okay,
oh,
it's
hey,
Juni, guys. I swear.
No, I understand it. You'd have an
That
aversion.
is the applause sound from Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Really?
I think so. When you held it longer, it sounded more like it.
Yeah, because
Like
it
when you
comes
get
out
knocked
with
down.
woo at the coming
Yeah.
out. Yeah. I
there you go.
wouldn't be surprised if they're taking it
Show
from
my
that.
age.
It's
There
a
you go.
classic.
A little bit of trivia. Oh.
Blah.
Because
Do you think... Why do you only get called Katie in comedy? Why have you allowed that to proliferate?
that's what he writes on the card.
Yeah, that's what I've written.
Oh.
The first time I went to do stand-up, because I know my name, Karim Diallo, which I'm starting to go by a little bit more. Jackson kind of convinced me today to go by my actual real name. It's hard.
Yeah, we're big
for
about
me-
that, going by our real names and how they're kind of spelled.
I'm sensing a theme.
No. Well, I guess Karim's thing at the beginning was trying to get away from being associated with that character.
Yeah,
But
I want to have a
why-
little bit of a disconnect. Like, KD's more of a character. It's not actually Karim Diallo, and these things aren't actually my point of views.
But I think it's important when you're trying to get out there to put. No, because
We do have a weird association with names. Like, in Thailand,
Someone
right?
saying it wrong.
So in Thailand, right, you'll get like your birth name, which is always some long, fucked up name that you rarely ever get called unless you're in court, and then you get a nickname growing up, like a baby nickname, like I don't know, Sunshine or Dark Moon, and then at some stage you get like a Buddhist name,
Right.
and then after that you get a nickname. So like, I don't know if this attachment to name, like I feel like my growing up, like people who didn't know me very well or my teachers would call me Ben. That was like
Yes.
my formal name.
Yeah.
But if someone called me up and go, oh, like, you know, KD called, who they asked for, Ben or Juni? Juni, I'm like, okay, it's this KD. Like, I used to differentiate people.
Oh,
with-
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna start calling you Benjamin. I think.
He's like,
Fucking no one calls me Benjamin.
It's
Benjamin.
Bean. It's Bean.
It's Benjamin.
My name's Bean.
Benjamin.
So
Yeah,
your dad.
you just actually go with. You're like Beyonce. You just have one name,
Yeah. Well, there's only one, like...
Johnny Knowles.
There's only one Juni I've ever
Is
heard
it-
of in my entire life. I've never heard of Juni before, ever.
That's right.
I've heard of multiple Junis.
So growing up, what were your early years like? You got siblings?
We're keeping this nice and tense. I like the
Give us
tenseness.
a fucking background.
Because we were nice and loose until we came up and basically hit you with this, that your name's wrong. And I kind of like how tense it is. I don't know. I almost want to sit in it a little bit more. So, so your dad is the only one that says, how does he
No,
pronounce
my
your
whole
name?
family says Juni. Juni.
But where did that stem from? Like, where did that come from? Was your dad saying it incorrectly and then everyone just kind of followed?
I don't know like the genesis of that name.
Because in all honesty, my uncle is called Johnny J. He said to everyone, hey, I want to be called Johnny G. Like it's John Goth. And my grandfather, who's really bad with, like, he's got, like, name dyslexia.
Keeps calling him the N-word.
That was good. Calls him Johnny J.
Yeah.
And now everyone just calls him Johnny J. He calls himself Johnny J. Because it's based on my grandfather saying it incorrectly.
Right, but if
Yeah.
he wrote his name down at an open mic room and someone read it out as Johnny G,
Yeah.
do you think his friends should bring it up on a podcast?
A year and a half later.
All right, so your whole
Yeah.
family calls you that name.
Yeah.
We're getting off this topic.
No, we're
talking
getting...
about-
Yeah, we'll
talking
quickly
about the
sum it
family.
up. We'll quickly sum it up. Your whole family calls you that name. Your dad... It came from your dad saying it incorrectly.
Your whole family was a mistake when they talk, right? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know where it first came from. I've never actually asked that.
Really?
Yeah.
What if you came back to your family and you said, why am I called Juni? And they're like, it's Juni.
Who the fuck calls you Juni?
I do like that.
They flick on Sam Kinison. So, man, did you come from a big family? You got siblings and that?
2 brothers, 1 sister. So I don't know. That's kind of a medium size.
2 brothers, 1 sister.
Yeah. Both my parents have like 9+ siblings.
Dang.
So like, yeah.
Also, Filipino thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is it like being Filipino? What is it actually like?
Check.
Wait, you weren't born in the
It's a lot
Philippines.
colder than being white. I don't know. Like, I got nothing else to compare it to. And I was born here.
You're born here. Whereabouts? Oh, yeah.
Castle Hill.
Going on. Sorry, this is the name lying. If someone's lying
fucks
about
with
their
the
name,
mic.
Jax is this is his mic up.
It was weird because growing up, there wasn't many Filipinos in my area. So I had my family friends that were, but apart from that, no one in my school.
Check.
I used to make fun of the Asian girl at school, call her Chinese girl because I wasn't Asian. I didn't know what I was.
Because you felt being Filipino is different to being Asian, or because you looked like an islander?
I just had
Newsflash.
there was no islanders in my school either.
Really?
There was just no. There was no frame of reference for what I was compared to other people,
Right. You look islander.
and I was a moron.
You look islander. Have you had that a lot?
Aren't
in
we
your
all
life?
islanders?
I guess
Well, actually-
Australia's an island, is it?
Well, an island is a
Yeah, but you
is
know
a
what we
land
mean.
swallowed
But
by-
you know what?
Well, I read a thing that island is actually like I think. some
Right, about
New
their
Zealand- It's deep in their history. We do it to fool the white man.
to confuse them.
Was there So you grew up in Penrith?
I'll tell you.
I grew up in Castle Hill.
Or Castle Hill, and that's what, mainly white kids?
Castle Hill. No,
there
Castle
was-
Hill's weird.
There was a couple of Asian. I can't remember. Like I think there was some like Italian people. I just didn't see a lot of people that look like me.
So you never questioned it, or you were like, it's just...
No, I did. I'm like, where are they? Just like, I don't know.
Should we quickly? I'm not 100% sure with the right era.
All right, I think it'll keep going, but pause.
Okay, we're back.
Resume. All right,
back.
so we're talking about your family. Are you growing up, white people around you? Never really questioned it.
No, race. I don't know. Race was just race. I had one kid say, "Go back to where you came from," but I'm like, I was born here. I don't get it.
He was the funniest kid in school.
He also called you Juni.
Just like,
They called him the truth teller. That man grew up
Cut
to be.
never lied. I don't know what was it.
All right, and then what are we talking about? So that's your primary school. You get to high school. Were you cool kid? You got friends.
You're in Castle Hill.
Yeah.
Juni in
Fuck, I don't
Castle
think I
Hill.
was a little annoying little shit. I don't even know. I don't know. I was a weird kid. I don't know. I didn't know how to make friends. Like
You didn't know how to make friends.
I had people that I was okay with.
It's like, what
but
even is his
yeah.
name? We don't know.
People would have good friends. I just didn't have it. I don't know. I've never known how to like. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? So you found you're a little bit socially awkward, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
I remember asking my friends like, "Do you guys like me?"
But
Yeah.
yeah.
they're
No,
like- Who's that?
we're imaginary. We can do whatever you want us to do.
But yes. And then something about Sam Kinison having a joke in the background. Started.
Yeah, so it was that much. You were aware of it and paranoid kind of about it at
Well,
points.
even like on my family friends, I'm in like that awkward bit of age where like, not me, people are either older or younger than me. So like,
Were you the
the older
youngest?
kids didn't want to play with me. The younger ones I was too old for.
Where
Younger
were
ones
you?
Were hot.
Where were you
Young ones
in
wouldn't put out yet.
in the siblings? Were you the youngest?
The youngest, yeah.
Youngest.
That's a tricky. That's me too.
Yeah.
What about the
spot to be.
siblings? Are they like all pretty together, or some of them are also a little bit weird?
My family's pretty fucked. So
Really?
let's get into it. My older brother's
do
10
it.
years older than me.
Dang.
I haven't seen him in like 15 years.
Holy
He's got like a whole
goodness.
family that he's got that doesn't live that far from my dad, but he's kind of ostracized himself.
Is he in Australia?
Yeah, he's fucking. I think last I knew he was like a 15-minute drive from my dad's place.
Why
Don't talk to him.
haven't you seen him?
He's
I
like,
have
his
no
name's
idea.
Juni, and I'm not coming back until you guys can accept
Dude,
it.
that's my fucking name right.
So that's the oldest brother. Stay with us, man. Stay with us.
I'm sorry. There's something very funny about all these problems. Because you won't admit that your name's June.
I That's the one roadblock I've got.
Yeah, it just keeps on coming back.
And when
Like the first step is admitting I have a problem. Like,
so 15 years ago, you would have been in late high school, right?
I think it was like, I'm a bit older than that, buddy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Actually, wait, how old am I? 36. I was 21. No, I think
Okay.
maybe when I was 18. I don't know. I don't know what happened. So being the youngest, you don't get told shit.
And also 10-year gap.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane.
Mm.
Like that's too old.
Yeah.
Like what you're
I
5.
tried to stop him, but he kept getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're 7. He's like 17.
Yeah.
You've got nothing in common.
No.
He may as well like never know you. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Might as well just vanish.
Did you hang out together at all?
I did when he got old. Like he was engaged. I used to hang out at his place with his missus. I don't know. I would hang out with her for a little bit, and then I don't know. They got married. Everything changed, and something happened with them and my parents, and then just
Oh, so he left the parents.
yeah.
Right. Gosh.
And I didn't know the fuck. I don't care what the story is. It's ridiculous. Whatever it was.
Yeah, but something weird happened. Have you ever reached out to him since?
Yeah, a few times.
Really?
A couple of times after I'd always rock up to his house after like a Thailand trip.
I just imagine
I
you on
need
the
help,
phone.
man.
I just imagine you on the phone. Like, hey, it's Juni. He's like, I don't know anyone. Name. Hey man, it's Juni. He's like,
Not gonna do it. Start telling the truth.
some
No.
guy called Juni is calling me. No idea.
Wait, after a Thailand trip, you get back from Thailand.
Yeah, you do a lot of soul searching when you're on a fight camp.
Soul was the name of the ladyboy you were in love with.
Soul is my name for dick.
Soul searching is, I don't even know. There's something
Right, so
about-
you're coming back from these big trips and you're like, this is something I want to work on. And it's just not reciprocated like that.
Yeah.
So he's calling, you're calling him and he's just being what?
No, I'd rock up to his house, we talk with it, and then I wouldn't see him again for like
Really?
for ages. Yeah,
Oh, and now it's been 15 years.
it's been a fucking long time. Yeah.
Goodness. When's the
Goodness.
last time you called him was 15 years ago?
No, I texted him to give me a call because I was having a rough time. He goes, "Yeah, I will." He never did. I
Are
don't know
you
why he did.
kidding?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty dark. That kind of like creates a little bit of a barrier.
Does create a little bit, bro.
Yeah.
Very
when,
insightful.
when you kind of when you
Well, when you put it that way, I don't know how
when
I
you put
missed
it that way.
What is it animosity? Does he...
I have no fucking idea.
Could it be something like your parents said, like, you're the favorite child or something like that?
I wasn't the favorite child then. I probably am now because everyone's kind of weird. But
All right,
it's not-
what about the other siblings?
Other siblings, what do we got?
I got a
going?
sister. She's with my dad. We don't really talk, but I don't know, man. My family's kind of fucked. We don't talk, but we're close. But I could be right next to her, and we play with our kids. Be all right, but we wouldn't say 2 words to each other.
Oh, so she's got kids, and you just will not. We
Yeah.
acknowledge each other and say,
We acknowledge. We'll say we'll talk, but we don't talk. Like there's just this weird unwritten rule. Like you say a couple of words and that's it.
Hey. Is this a Filipino thing, or is this a your family
I
thing?
think it is an extension of like the safe face culture.
Yeah.
Like if there's an issue, you don't talk about it. You just kind of like you don't look bad in front of people. You don't air out your dirty
Oh,
laundry.
so there's an issue, and that's why you're...
I've got no fucking idea what it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Has that been difficult? Because they're like fundamental things, like a relationship with a family. Has that impacted
Oh yeah.
your relationship with other people?
It makes a lot of sense when you see like how my relationships turned out.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh. And you have a wife or
No, I have an
ex-wife?
I have
You
a
have
kid's
an
mum.
ex-wife.
Yeah.
Oh, baby's mum. You never
Yeah,
got
we
married.
never got married. No, thank
Never got
God.
married. But you're a father.
Yeah.
This is something huge.
And we love
Yeah.
fathers on this show.
We do love fathers on this show. Father.
No matter what name they give us.
So you're a father. When did you realize you were going to be a father?
About 4 years and 9 months ago, when a little blue line came and a fucking pregnancy test.
Dang.
Yeah.
And how old are you now?
36.
So you're 32. 32.
Good maths, buddy. Look at that.
I know. That's pretty good maths, isn't it?
He can
For the
spell,
listener
he can
that had an
enunciate.
issue with my maths on an episode with Sarah Marco.
Yeah, one of our
was
listeners
pretty good.
had an issue with Krim's math now. He's been
Yeah.
doing
I've been doing
extension
night
homework.
Yeah, I've been doing night
Paying
courses. I've been doing night courses. Yeah.
We actually paused the show for 5 minutes. I'll go and work that out. All right, so...
Oh yeah, your kids. So you get that little blue line, You were kind of going into it like it was planned.
I can't remember if my first one was
Mike
planned
did.
or not. I can't remember if the first one was planned or not.
Right.
The second one, like Taylor was my second one. The first one, I think we were just like, if it happens, it happens.
If it happened, because you're
But,
old.
like-
You're 32.
That's old.
I think so.
Well, it's a good.
It's old
good
enough
age.
to have. It's old enough
Yeah.
to have a child.
Yeah.
I would say 32 is a nice age. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you were in your early 20s.
Yeah, I got friends that have kids in their early 20s now.
Yeah.
I'm glad I jumped that boat.
Of course. So you have that. You have your kids. How's your life change?
Oh, huge, man. Like,
We need to go into your life. You're such an interesting
I know,
person. You're
yeah.
such an interesting
I can tell from the
person.
through line of this conversation.
I
you
know,
stuck
I-
my fucking name.
I don't even know. So your name's...
Like, the thing about me, I had no control over. It was just bestowed upon me when I came out.
You have a lot of
We should
control
dig
over
into this.
You have a lot of control over it because you can alter your name.
Are you
People
kidding?
call me Karam all the time.
do
It's
you say?
Karim.
What do you say to them?
I say my name's Karim.
Did he ever say Karam? And then you corrected him? And then, like,
I correct most
10 years later, he's like, Karam.
I actually saw his name written out on Facebook, and I was like, oh, that's easy enough to pronounce for how it's spelled. So you got. So your first kid. I mean, that must be a beautiful thing, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, this is
Big
crazy.
life changer. Like, I don't know. Things become more,
Mike, dude, sorry. What, you looking at me? You're on a fucking podcast. You can't be mad at me for not talking into the microphone, and then you look at me like I'm the asshole.
It's a mic. I'm using the mic.
it's a mish. Okay.
So yeah, going into your life, let's hear a little bit of a background. So you're having struggle like making friends and everything like that throughout into high school, and then you finish high school. It's the same issue throughout late high school as well.
I could always make friends, but I couldn't make mates.
Couldn't get the mates.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
no,
Tight. These
Yeah.
are my boys.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had good mates later on, but I don't know. We don't talk anymore now. That's just life getting in the way. But
Surprise.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just didn't know how to relate to people. Like, I was always weird. Like,
Was
fuck,
it
I was like a shoppy kid from like when I was 15. I was like a little fucking kid hanging around like 18-year-olds. And I was tiny. I'm tiny now. I was fucking even shorter then.
Yeah.
Just this little kid with adults.
Of course, because your
Hanging around.
brother is literally like 10 years older than you.
Yeah. Oh,
which
he
is-
wasn't there. No, but
Oh, he wasn't. He left. But yeah, dang. So you're having that issue making solid friends. What happens after you finish school?
I think I started fighting. That helped. Fighting helped.
When
yeah.
did you start fighting as well?
And when?
Because
when
you're a
did
professional
23.
fighter.
Yeah, I was professional
Yeah.
for a few years.
Was it like, were you getting into fights when you were younger? Was
No.
you picked on? It was nothing like
So
that.
you weren't
were
bullied
just-
at all.
I was bullied,
Apart from that one
name
kid.
calling. But
What
no,
did they call you, Juni?
It was just incessant.
It's the dangerous. I'm Juni. It's Judy. You're like, well, I have it's abbreviated from junior, so Juni.
I fucking hate the way that sounds though.
Juni.
Yeah,
It sounds so good. It suits you.
Junie.
Yeah. You look like
It
a
sounds like a
Juni.
Jewish knee.
It doesn't.
It does.
It sounds like a guy who's a junior. Because it's kind of like a cute, flowery name. And then it's
on my
different.
fucking name for this long.
We're having an ADD conversation here. We got to.
All right, how do you cunts meet? You guys got like a good chemistry.
No.
No,
We're talking about
we're
you.
talking about you.
I can't tell if
Talking
you
about
guys
you.
have been friends for like years or just a recent thing, but like it's just gelled.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
So you're not
Yeah.
gonna specify. You just.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna kiss it.
Yeah, I wanted to bump lives.
Oh, you were going to bump my I didn't know what you were.
I thought you were gonna kiss his mic.
What if that's what we did? You said we've been doing that, and we're like, yeah, thanks. And we just got kissed and went back to the conversation.
And act like it was completely normal.
Dang, I wish we were funny.
I just feel left out.
Dang, I wish we were funny.
You're the most interesting man in the world. I really want to stay on track here. I know. So what's with the name?
I'm still feeling junior. You can be.
All right. So, yeah, is it you get into fighting?
No, I was barely even an athlete as a kid. I wasn't athletic. I did gymnastics. I used to breakdance, but I never did team sports, never athletic, never like a sports kid. Then I found a gym that did kickboxing classes. I was okay at it. I loved it and just kept going. And
So you found your community, was it? Did you have friends there?
yeah.
What kept you coming back?
I have a weird relationship with my older brother. So I tend to pick up older brother figures. Like I kind of seek out mentor relationships. And
Yeah, that's nice.
My first coach was like that. We had a bad breakup when I changed gyms. He fucking shouted my name to everyone. It was like a bad breakup with that cunt.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like there would be forums and they would list who was fighting and they'd be like, what?
He's like, so Juni's actually gonna be here. That's you. The idea of like shattering your name. He just pronounces it correctly. I don't know. I really don't know. That's not even. I'm gonna give that to myself. That wasn't even funny. That was just weird. But you had the bad breakup. What did he do?
He would talk shit about me to like the fighters at his gym. He would post stuff like if I was fighting, say I'm fighting Jackson, he's like, "Oh, good luck, Jackson. Hope you kick ass." But it's like you're fighting me. Like it's just childish shit.
That's so awkward, especially like everyone would know.
Yeah. We
You're
go to fight nights.
previous.
All his boys would say hi to me. He'd be like just a jilted ex-lover.
Why wasn't he just happy that you were doing good?
It's a coach student sort of relationship.
Yeah, it's a breakup.
It's crazy. It's always crazy, especially at like big levels. Especially when you're a coach of an athlete, your whole life is kind of based around this person and this person
I was there
succeeding.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically this person achieving success is you achieving success.
Why?
So all of your purpose in life is based around this one person. And when they leave, basically they're betraying you.
Yeah.
And it's like all these years I've invested into you and you're just going to do that to me.
It's a breakup.
Yeah, it's a breakup.
Yeah.
It's really intense. And I don't think any you can have like an amicable breakup when it comes to that sort of relationship.
But why
Really
did you
difficult.
change?
It was a shit gym. It was a McDojo. Like
He wasn't a good coach?
if you saw my first 4 fights and then saw my 5th one when I changed gyms, it's like it's night and day. It's completely different.
Really?
Yeah. Like he wasn't a proper Muay Thai gym. He didn't really know how to train. He got me fit. Like I'll give him that, but didn't teach me anything about skill, how to actually fight. It was McDojo.
How long were you with him?
I think maybe like a year and a half before my
Oh,
first
what?
fight. I had 4 fights. No, I had 4 fights with him. But I don't know.
A
maybe
year and a
2-3
half?
years.
That's nothing. Oh, 2-3 years.
I can't remember actually. I
Yeah.
got a bad concept of time. I think I trained with him for a year before I had a fight, and then I had 3 more, and then just left. When I found a better gym, I'm like, fuck this, I'm gone.
Were you still winning in that time?
I won my first one, lost my second, and then won my subsequent 2. And then when I changed gyms, I went on I think I won my first 6-7 fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh. That's so cool. Like, so
That's
actually
sick.
getting into fighting, you leave school, do you get like a job or anything like that? Or you go
Yeah, I've
straight
had a bunch
into...
of I was bartending for a while. I think I was debt collecting. It's
Really?
Just call center shit.
Yeah.
And then just randomly, I don't know. I kind of just fell into it.
You fell into it.
Yeah.
How does a pay structure kind of? Are you making money out of
Oh, it is
fighting?
terrible. I didn't get paid till my maybe 9th or 10th fight.
Dang.
When I started fighting 5 rounds with elbows, then I started getting paid. Before
And
that, it was free.
What does that mean with elbows?
Like elbowing people.
You're not allowed to elbow people?
Before it was just punches, kicks, and knees.
Yeah.
And then when I had my first 5-round elbow fight, they started paying. You elbow strike people.
I don't know anything about fighting. This is like
Elbowing hurts. a lot.
you have to do a certain amount of fights until you can actually legally elbow, or
No. Well, now you can't. You can just I don't know the way it is now. No, I could have done it earlier. I just wasn't ready. And the offer never came up.
and that's a different type of fight. So you have non-elbowing fights and then elbowing fights.
Yeah, different kind of rule sets.
Right.
Yeah.
Gosh. So
And it changed the game. Like I've got a lot of fucking facial scars from just being elbowed.
Really?
Yeah, they cut you up.
I can't see any of them.
Yeah.
Makes you look like Jason Momoa even more than you already do. Jason Momoa,
Nothing like
for anyone that
tissue.
didn't hear that. All right, so yeah, how does the pay structure actually work when you see some dollars rolling in?
I think I got paid $500 a fight for maybe first 5-6 fights
From who?
from the promoter.
So the promoter puts the fight together and takes money from tickets,
Yeah,
just
And
like
you
a
get
and
venue.
sponsorship and whatnot. And yeah.
Oh, you got sponsors as well?
I got sponsored. I got paid by one sponsor,
Yeah.
like $200, but it took me ages to get it out of him. So I never went with him again. But other stuff was just free stuff.
Oh, you just get
like
free
clothing
things.
and yeah.
Food?
No, I wish.
Oh, dang, that would be good. That's
yeah.
all you really need, I guess.
I wasn't that good.
as an
I wasn't
athlete.
good enough for food.
Yeah,
Anything.
right.
Yeah.
So how much? What's kind of the most you would look at fighting at that level?
Money wise, like I think I made 1,400 was the most. That was from a lot of ticket sales.
Ooh, that was good. That's
Yeah.
nice. Gosh, 1,400 for a fight.
I was teaching classes and like my work was in Parramatta. The fights were in Parramatta. I just sold a lot of tickets
yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
and I won. Thank God.
You're like, I'm a debt collector.
No, I think I was at St George when that happened.
I was going to
What
say
were you doing at St George Bank?
I was either a mortgage consultant or I was just like a customer service attendant or whatever.
Oh, so you've had a bunch of jobs. Is
Yeah.
that your? How many in total do you think? Like 10 plus?
Oh, yeah, over 10, yeah.
Yeah, over 10
Yeah.
different jobs.
Many different lives.
Yeah.
Did you have a manager too, or does your coach act as
Coach was the manager. He was everything.
And he takes
Manager,
a cut.
promoter, yeah. Took 10%. I think, or 5. Fuck, I don't know now.
Gosh, so you're doing these fights, right? And then you talk about a fight camp in Thailand. When does that start happening?
I think after my 13th or 14th flight, I went to Thailand. It was only supposed to be like a 3-month trip, but the way I budgeted, I couldn't afford 2.5, and then I ended up staying for like 6.
We saved for 6.
Yeah,
Gosh.
my coach paid for it. I had to pay him back, but yeah, it was good. It was like
So you're fighting Muay Thai and you're actually in Thailand, the home of it all.
yeah,
Yeah. Do you engage in some of the
relations with Thai.
yeah.
I had no money for that shit.
Really?
Yeah,
Didn't have $3.
But you're a fighter. That's got to be it's like a performer or something. Like
Yeah.
there's got to
Not
be some
there.
kind of clout to it.
not there. Oh, dude, there was like 14-year-olds with like twice as many fights as me.
Really?
Yeah,
Right,
because like say you're like 5, say you're like 8, you can fight like twice a week. It's like playing footy. You barely get banged up unless you get cut, but they don't punch as hard. They don't kick that hard. Like you're not gonna get knocked out.
Ah, true. That's why you
And you're making
physically
money.
can't do many. Yeah. Gosh, so you're in Thailand. You're enjoying yourself. Do you have
You like these recaps?
I do like these recaps.
Your name's
a lot.
Juni. You're in Thailand.
Yeah, you're enjoying yourself. And in terms of relationships and stuff like that, where did they start popping up? In high school? Because you mentioned you did have a hard time making friends.
my first
You
girl
start
was like
fighting.
in high school, but I wasn't into girls until like I had girlfriends, but I wasn't into girls until like
You were into-
26.
Jackson's giving me
You
the
know
look, but you know, into girls.
I just want to tell you guys, I'm really comfortable saying
I just
this.
wasn't into girls. I was mainly into guys around. So if I was cool, can you repeat that again?
Yeah.
Can
When
you
did,
actually,
when did
can
you
you
just,
actually just repeat that whole thing again and let me have the proper? We're gonna clip this.
All right. So
Okay, what's going on? So yeah, relationships in high school.
Look,
What's going on there?
call it my ADD, but I've always been into what I've been into. When I was in year 10, I was into breakdancing or gymnastics.
But what about girls around year 10?
There'll be girls there, but you know, as much as I was dating one, they weren't the forefront of what my focus
Can you
was.
say it how you said it earlier? Can you
I
please?
just wasn't into girls then, you know.
Oh, so you...
Yeah, just
I was so laughing. I was more into guys.
they just pay more
Okay,
attention to
Let's
me.
work this a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can do this without laughing. Let's see. Okay, can you repeat that thing? Around that period of time, how was your relationship with women?
I wasn't really into girls then.
Oh, so you're more into
Is
guys.
that how I sound?
No, it's like a characterization of how you sound.
No, it's doing how you sound.
Yeah, look, you pulled out that so quickly.
I know you did.
It's a characterization, man. It's not. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
It's a gross characterization, exaggerating certain
How dare you.
vocal. Oh, so you're more into guys around then?
I just wasn't.
That's what I had to hear. It's hard. It's really hard to be funny like that. really, really.
I've always
hard.
been more into myself, man. Like,
Yeah.
I guess I always get called selfish. I guess I am. Like,
So you weren't into girls around then. I'm not even trying to be funny.
they just
anymore.
weren't the forefront of what I did. Like, dude, I've had 3 girlfriends fake a serious illness to get more attention from me, and I fell
Okay.
for all 3 of them.
What type of illnesses are we
The
talking
first
about?
one was just angina.
Brutally
Isn't that-
beaten.
Isn't traumatic brain injury,
That's better. That's a more clever way to say it.
TBI.
So sorry. So your girlfriend is here because she's suffering from being extremely gaslit. She's saying that your name apparently is not Juni.
She's suffering
He
from.
just won't answer. I don't know what's going on.
Suffering from lying husband syndrome. I don't even know.
All right. Yeah. So,
Lying husband syndrome. I can't even. It's a funny joke in there somewhere. Everyone.
I really do. The fighting thing is so interesting. Like, so Are you nervous? What's the actual feeling like before you go into a fight? Are you thinking I could get knocked the fuck out, or you're like I'm capable enough to
If you think you're gonna get knocked out, if you think something bad's gonna happen, something bad's gonna happen. Like you gotta back yourself.
Did you have an ego?
My ego wasn't about like my skill. It was about my choice. Like I had to be like I was pretty set that this is what I was gonna do. Like I'm not gonna have to do a 9-to-5 job, do like the regular rat race. I'm gonna be a fighter. I'm gonna live in the gym. I'm gonna follow my passion and make a life off that.
When you were at your peak,
my ego was in that realm, but it wasn't in my ability where it should have been.
when you were in that peak, you were certain you were going to make it. Where did you see yourself going with fighting?
I didn't think about making it or making a lot of money. That's just what I wanted to do.
Right, forever.
Yeah.
Did you kind of have some sort of goals, like very specific
Just
goals
get better at fighting.
inside? Nothing specific. It's not
No.
like I'm going to be in the MMA. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be fighting there.
MMA was around. It never really captured me.
Really?
Yeah, I love jiu-jitsu, but I don't know. Just by the time MMA got big in Australia, I was kind of over fighting, over being hit.
Was there ever a fight or something that changed your mind, or was it kind of like a
That made me want to stop. You mean?
Yeah. Did you ever get your ass kicked so bad you were like, damn, this is hectic?
No, I came to that realization on my own. Just like I got to the point where I was running the gym for free. My trainer was setting up a gym in Thailand, so I wasn't getting the proper training I needed to fight the level I was at. I was running a gym. I wasn't getting money for it. So I just started to lose my passion for it.
Right.
It just didn't add up.
Just died. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever get before they call your name up? I get this now. Like you get
What do they call out?
Please get it right. They never do. No, but you get that feeling of like I could just walk. I could just go. I could just leave this room. I don't have to go up. You ever get that feeling?
Yeah.
I get that feeling on the way.
Yeah.
I never get it when I'm there. Usually
Yeah.
when I'm there, I feel like I'm forced into this now.
Oh.
And there's no real... usually beforehand, I'm like, I don't have to do this tonight if I don't want to. Is there a way I don't have to do
Similar
this?
to that. You're like, what the fuck am I doing here? This is dumb. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to be fighting. It's ridiculous to be half naked, wearing these big padding on your big fucking leather pillows in your hands.
Yeah.
Short shorts in front of a whole crowd of people, fighting one dude. Like it doesn't make like
It's glamorous as
doesn't
fuck,
make-
though, dude. Even you talking about
from
it
the
is
outside.
like,
but
God damn, that's
but
cool.
inside you're like, this is fucking crazy. What am I doing? This is dumb.
Scary.
How'd I get
Scary?
here?
Like a nerve sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once your name gets called, there's an imaginary line where I'm nervous here. Then I step over the line. I'm fine. I'm
Oh,
fighting
you're
now.
fine there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like being on stage. Once I get to the stage, I'm sweet.
Gosh.
Like I'm in this mode now.
Have you had any women that have kind of been enamored by you being a fighter?
There must have been.
Or
dude.
specifically
more from me being a coach, and I think it's more from like the status of being a fighter, being the coach running the gym, being the guy in charge of a whole group of other guys, and being like the fittest one. But not really from fighting. I wasn't a standout fighter. I wasn't knocking people out. I wasn't having these great victories. All my victories they were hard won.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
never
is
had easy
admirable.
fights.
That is admirable, but I do know what you mean. It doesn't have the star factor to it almost.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
The only thing is, I think with any sort of industry, you're so in there that you don't understand what the average person's thinking.
Yeah.
I think the average person that hears someone is fighting at all or has done one fight, even if it's one of those corporate fights, is like, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh.
Really?
I'm scared. I'm with a bad boy.
Okay.
Yeah, knowing that that's in someone's tool belt.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm scared. I'm getting scared with you being here. I know. I don't know how many times I can do this weird Juni joke until you actually flip out and beat
You do
me
get
up.
the same kind of ego responses like when you tell someone you've had some fights, or same as you do stand up. Oh, that's pretty ballsy. I can never do that.
Yeah.
You get the same kind of reaction, mostly from guys about fighting. But
Yeah.
it does hit a weird spot because everyone wants to be able to take care of themselves. Everyone wants to, but I don't know. It's that thing of it's even though it's fighting, it's a performative art. Like you can be great in the gym when no one's watching, but you put yourself under the lights and everyone watching. It's a different story.
Yeah, call that. Yeah, it's like the stage light syndrome, I guess. Yeah, a lot of people get that.
Yeah,
Just
stage
freezing
fright.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Like
see
I
that.
always like I was talking about sparring before. I always fought better than I sparred. I just did. I got hit more in sparring than I ever did fighting.
Really?
It just worked out like that. But
What,
I'm not-
adrenaline or something, when you're actually there, you kind of a little bit more alert?
Adrenaline's not really a good thing. It's good for the pain. Like Alex Honnold said it. He's the guy that does like he climbs mountains with like his bare hands with no ropes. He goes, if I'm ever climbing, and I'm feeling adrenaline, something bad's gonna happen. That's like my flight or fight response. But if you're in the zone and just being chill and doing what you have to do, focus on the task at hand, then you're fine.
Interesting.
That's why I really want to get around fighting a little bit more, because I've spoken about this before, but to be able to be calm in that moment, because I spaz.
Yeah, no, that's
I
just practice.
spaz in that moment. I'm just like,
That's that
like
that's that-
tears in my eyes, like, fuck you, man.
The more you do it, it's like stand up. The more you do it, the easier that'll get. But that's like that with that Conor McGregor stuff. Like he was able to shit talk so much that he could take you out of your game. That's what you want to do. You want to like it's
Get
two guys
inside
in
their head.
flow. It's two guys in flow, trying to impose their will. You take someone out of their mind frame. You make them fight your fight.
Did you ever do that to someone? Did you ever
Nah.
get inside someone's head or do some trash?
I've had a
Did you
guy-
ever trash talk?
I was quiet. I would just make people laugh,
Really?
or I would just The best parts of fighting is being in the change room and making everyone laugh because everyone's fucking nervous.
Oh, so you're the cool, calm, and collected
Yeah.
guy cracking jokes.
That's how I get when I'm nervous. I'm just funny. Like that's what my nose make me do. I just try to make everyone laugh. I try to laugh and just
and cope
because
with
if you're
it.
laughing, it can't be that bad.
Yeah. Gosh. One thing I really want to get into is your career now, working in a prison.
Nice.
I want to make
Nice
sure we
segue.
don't lose that. That was a great segue.
Yeah.
They do call me the steamroller.
God, is it raining?
And they call
know,
me
yes.
the poster child of the... I'm working out nicknames, everyone. I'm working out nicknames.
And
alright?
so what do they call you?
The
South-
poster child has never been a good.
South Coast poster child.
Okay,
What do you think that-
what do
what do
they
you
call?
think
What do they call you? Everyone.
Apparently, they call me something incorrect.
Wait, poster child's a bad thing?
I don't know. Like,
Because I kind of like that. I am a bad
like
boy.
if you're a poster child of
I'm
the
a bad
80s,
boy now.
You're a little bit of a
Actually,
bad
yeah,
boy.
if you're a poster child of the 80s, like, who the fuck was a poster child of the 80s? That's like we've heard that term being
Rob
brought
Lowe
up.
or someone?
Really, I think he's older.
Or is he
Yeah.
older?
I think he's older.
He's
What kind of
70s.
connotation do you want to draw from when? What image comes to your head when you say poster child of the South Coast?
like a representation of a certain thing.
Which is
South Coast, fucking chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see you've thought very hard about this.
This is brand new. This is brand new. We had
Yeah,
a
it's
conversation earlier today. We were talking about your name for probably 10 minutes of it. Not even joking. And then we
It was a
talked
video
about...
chat, actually. We didn't even say anything. We just kept throwing our hands up in the air and shaking our head. Yeah.
so you're working in a prison now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're working in a prison. We've had a prisoner on this podcast. We haven't had a guard on yet.
Officer, it's not a guard.
Officer.
Yeah,
Prison
what's the
officer.
difference between an officer and a guard? Is that like a police officer and a mall cop?
Well,
No, it'll be so funny. Like, there's no such thing as a prison guard. They're all
yeah,
officers.
it's just an old term. Like, I don't know.
Oh, so
like-
you're actually being legit. There's no such thing as a
There's no
prison
such
guard.
thing.
Okay.
It's almost like a derogatory term. Like a security guard can say stop all he wants, but if push comes to shove, he's got to call police. Like he doesn't have any powers, but as an officer, you have powers.
Wait, as a guard, you
Superpowers.
don't.
Yay!
But
What?
you have power and guards don't.
Yeah, but that's the connotation of it being a guard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
okay.
Like a guard dog just bites. He's not
Right,
an attack
guarding
dog.
them. Okay, you're actually an officer.
You're an attack dog.
Yeah.
On those. So.
Do you have women ever call you officer? Excuse me, officer. Has that ever happened?
Excuse me, officer. I seem to have dropped my meth pipe, and then bends over like really slowly, so that their slacks rise up, like and you can see a
Slacks.
little bit of ankle.
Excuse me, officer. I don't think I caught your name correctly. I've just had a look at your name
Say it
tag.
louder
And
in
the
the
name,
microphone.
the name that you said doesn't actually seem to match the name tag. So you're working as a prison officer right now. When did you get into that? And is this?
My
I
ex was
also
doing it,
realize
yeah.
is this a lot to do with your fighting background that they got
No.
you in?
No, not. I just needed a job. My ex was doing it. She didn't encourage me to do it, but it's a good job. It's good money.
Yeah.
I just kind of got into it. Like,
So your ex
yeah.
was a prison officer, woman. not even
Yes,
to be
he
weird.
was. He was not.
He
no.
was. Is it weird to have a female officer? in a prison.
No.
Isn't that just a crazy idea?
Was it a women's prison?
No, males.
Dang.
So women guarding men.
Yeah.
I think every man's like, okay, well, if she's on duty, we're escaping.
We're out of here.
Yeah, we are out of here. Because she's not actually going to do anything.
No,
It's like, excuse me.
Hey,
Hey, excuse me, sir. Sir. Excuse me. It's like opening the gates, everyone's leaving.
where'd everyone
Guys, come back here right now. 1, 2.
She like opens the door for them
Let
to
me get to
walk
3.
in. She walks in for him to they walk back into their cell or something, and before she closes it, she's like, "Oh no, I left my iron on." I meant curling iron.
fuck,
I
this
meant
is in the
curling
kitchen?
iron.
Yeah.
I meant curling iron.
No, you'd be surprised, man. A lot of like women can hold their own. Like they've got that voice. Like they know.
You are
how
a
to
good
command
liar.
Respect. Yeah. I respect women and all their rights. They should totally be allowed to vote.
Yes, they can hold their own.
Yeah, like I don't know. There's a weird kind of thing of like girls are better talkers than guys because you look at the way girls express violence than guys do. Guys are more physical. Like most guys in a group of guys, a guy won't talk. Like there's a level that we can talk to before you know. Like if I say too much, this could become physical.
Yeah.
I don't want that. That's gonna make there's a modicum of respect that comes with that. Girls like they're fucking animals. Like
Right.
they're saying whatever they want to each
Emotionally,
other.
They've
Yeah.
got a lot of emotional intelligence.
But are they going to
Yeah.
do that with like inmates?
No, but that verbal control of being able to to put someone in a place verbally and like it definitely comes in handy.
It
and
does
no one wants to
work.
if you see a guy hitting if a crim hits another guy, hits a female cop, he'll get shit from the other boys because he's hitting a girl. Like they're not fucking animals.
Interesting. Interesting.
What's the relationship like you have with the prisoners?
I'm casual, so I'm rarely there. So I kind of do what I'm told, say hi, crack a joke when I can.
So
Get out.
you're the funny guy. You're the funny guard.
Sometimes, not all the time. Other times I just don't talk.
Really?
Yeah.
And the guards are like, what are you, my brother? And we're with our kids. It doesn't even make. I don't know how to do that. It's something there. Basically, I'm insinuating that they are your sister.
I'm repeating the relationship with my siblings.
Yes.
Through my workplace.
Workplace.
All right.
It's like, buddy, I'm not your sister. You can talk to me.
Right.
And he's like, okay.
Is it emotionally draining?
Yes.
Really?
It's a dark kind of environment to be.
Yeah, it's not natural. One, there's like you're inside concrete walls, but you're around. At the end, like there's a reason that the natural inclination for humans, like when someone does something bad or antisocial, is to ostracize them, because if you don't, they just become another person. Like they lose that thing of being like the bad guy. If the longer you're around them, the more you're going to relate to them because everyone is kind of the same.
So you're empathetic towards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. What is the craziest thing you've experienced working as a prison officer?
I've been lucky enough that touch wood, I haven't had that many incidents. I haven't really had anything really serious happen.
What about the craziest?
Thing I've heard.
I think I may have asked you this before
Yeah.
in person. Yeah, it was something about I think someone's about to come to the door.
Great, they're on to me.
I know they're on to you. Like,
No,
Juni,
there's
we know
like-
it's you.
The craziest thing I've seen is just people self-harming. Like, it's not what they do to each other. It's what they do to fuck themselves.
What do you mean? So what's the worst incident of like self-harm you've seen?
People putting like pens in their dick.
Why?
Like, there is no reason why. They're just known. Some guys are just famous for just doing that. It's like we got 2 right now, and they like.
That's why
they
they're
just,
in jail.
No, it's not because on the outside they're not like that.
Causing
They
a
do
scene
it-
in Office Works.
It's like
Yeah, they keep cocklifting pens.
It's pronounced Judy, isn't it? So you've had to watch that.
No, I wasn't working then. I just heard the story, but just seeing this, yeah.
You got it up on the cameras and jerked off to it. So you heard about that? Have you personally seen an instance of self-harm?
I've seen a guy with a blade stuck in his bicep, like like a razor blade. From a like stuck in his arm.
What was?
And you could see it like in like the bicep, and for some reason the nurses wouldn't take it out in the hospital.
What was going on there? What was he trying to do? Kill himself?
No, he wasn't serious to kill himself. He just self harms.
Oh, he's a self-harmer.
That's how someone expresses their trauma.
Should that be legal?
What?
Should you be able to do that? In
You are allowed to do that. What? Hurt yourself?
Yeah.
The reason that's illegal, well, you're under the care of the prison, so no.
Oh, okay,
Like,
okay.
You can do it on the street all you want. Like the cops may start take you in because you're making a scene.
Yeah.
Do you think the system works?
Yes.
In terms of what?
Is there a better system? Is it corrupt? Like, not even is it corrupt. Is
there a
it
better
good
system?
enough? Is it good enough? Like, what would your personal, like, you're in there, what changes would you make? Should we be able to lock people in cages?
I don't know. Like, you got to think about it. Like, punitive justice doesn't seem to work. I mean, not long like where there's capital punishment, where the punishment for killing someone is to be killed, hasn't stopped people from killing each other. So then no. But Einstein said you can't solve a problem. You can't solve a problem at the level that it's caused. Like, they're not killing someone because they want to kill someone. There's like underlying shit. Like, Joe Rogan says you gotta make less losers. Like, come from like improve like communities, improve families, improve education. You might see a drop in these things happening.
That's
like violent
impossible. But
crime.
the fact that that's probably impossible,
Why would it be impossible?
because I think people are inherently going to do the wrong thing, no matter how much they get given, no matter how much guidance. I think there's just a natural path for probably 50% of people to be like, okay, you can do the right thing or the wrong thing. Everything's been all right in your life. Everything's been good. I think 50% of people will choose to do the wrong thing.
Yeah. So
Wrong thing is in a violent crime, or
everything. Where it's like, okay, well, I can get, let's say, like a great job, great life and family here, but I can get 10 times that amount by doing
that's
this
a financial
illegally.
crime. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always going to be that for greed.
Yeah, and I think
I would wonder if it rubs out like violent crimes, because people hurting people is like, that's the worst part of it. But financial stuff, I guess when you rip off like old people, I don't know. I would hope like a bit of me hopes that's not true. But the other half is like, you're probably right.
Yeah, people are always going to be violent.
People are shit.
Yeah,
yeah. And why wouldn't we be? Like, why not? If I can get more by doing this, and if I can get more for myself, why wouldn't I do it?
Yeah. And I think it just goes down to like what all the deadly sins. People are always going to act in that sort of way.
Yeah,
they're going to have the ego, and they're going to be greedy. They're going to be lusting. There's going to be conflicts that are going to arise.
It's more human nature.
Oh, you haven't looked at that.
What are the other ones?
I don't even know what the other ones
so,
are. But if
you're probably
that's
right
the
too.
case, is that the best scenario? What would you think could basically beat the prison system if you were in charge of
maybe
dealing
more
with
of a
these people?
focus on rehab, but then but you can have all like the programs in the world, but if the guys don't want to do it, they're not going to do it. You can lead a horse to water. You can't be like, you know what I mean?
It's a scenario where it's like some kids are spear tackling on the oval at lunchtime, so no one's allowed to play football on the oval. Something like that.
What's good for the geese is good for the
Which is tricky because we're talking about the bottom end. So it's like, how do we differentiate against these people who are actually rehabilitatable, or they can be rehabilitated, versus we're going to be spending X resources on these people that aren't going to work. It's interesting. I mean, yeah.
Do you think it works? Do you think it's decent? Kind of your experiences with these people who will probably be lumped into this box of bad people, let's say. Do you think there's some people in there?
Bad people. Like, just because you
not all bad
some
people.
Are bad. Like, some crimes are bad when you fucking hurt people and hurt kids.
Yeah.
Like, there's like insidiousness in that, but
have you seen anyone that's been like, I'm glad that guy's in here. I'm glad that guy isn't out in public.
I've seen like, you hear stories about crimes that make the news, and you see him inside, you're like, thank God you're here.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm glad you're here fucking hurting people.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm not like, I don't give a fuck about you. It's just, it's other people. I don't want you to hurt anyone else. But I don't know. There's like the Swedish whatever system, like, like how they take care of them more. But that's a societal thing. Like, I couldn't just make a prison like that, and like the government would back it. The people wouldn't vote for it. I doubt they would anyway. Like,
but you're more of a fan of that Swedish style.
No, it's just but it would be interesting to integrate.
So you like more
certain
Thai
aspects of
style,
it.
or Japanese style? I don't even know. I'm going
It'd
on
be
like a massage
interesting
pun there.
You want like
certain
IKEA
parts of that.
furniture in all the cells?
That's just. It's playing ABBA on the loudspeaker.
You know, it is a big topic.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with raising kids. Like how, like, are you going to punish him for every little thing he does? Are you going to try to like make him feel better for him being like having trauma? Like,
But the difference
What-
is that's
what approach
one
works?
parent to a couple kids or something like that.
it's the same thing. It's the same. It's just at scale. Like, why do you think like
Yeah.
everyone's mad that the government lies to you? Like, why would they tell? Like, you don't tell your kids the whole truth. They're not ready for it.
Yeah, and that's my
Like-
argument. We had this big conversation with Huey on the last episode, but I do want to get into this other question about prison. Another heavy one. Have you ever seen anyone jerking off?
No, thank God.
Really? You're
Yeah.
probably not paying him enough.
I just keep missing it. You know, I try my best. No, I've just been like, I haven't seen that. Seen a lot of dick and ball, but no one's jerked off.
What about relationships?
Johnny hasn't seen any of that.
No, I
Be
haven't
like,
seen
Juni, what do you
no.
think of this? You'd be like, I don't know. I wouldn't know. That's not my name.
You just see someone with a massive penis and you're like, I'm glad you're in here.
I'll be back.
What about relationships?
What do you mean, like with prisoners?
In
I didn't
prison.
see that. I'm not around long enough. Like, they probably happen. Like, no doubt. But
Yeah,
Do
you're
you have to
Face.
sign certain things to not say what goes on? Like, do you have to sign an NDA or anything like that?
No.
Really? So you can talk
They're
about
not
specific-
celebrities, dude.
yeah, it's not,
I
this
don't
isn't
know.
fucking
I
this
don't know.
episode of Suits.
I don't know. I'm just saying if you saw something crazy happen today and it's like you're just going on a podcast later tonight
And
talking
just
about
blast it. Nah.
Yeah.
No, I probably shouldn't because I fucking get in trouble. Like, I can get fired for it if I talk, like, if I spoke to the news, but you just don't talk to the news about shit.
Right. But you can do it on a podcast.
But yeah, like, expecting the truth. Like, why should someone tell you the truth? Like, if you're not ready for the truth and you're gonna fucking flip out, why? Like, if there was a meteor coming here to kill us all, like, why should the government tell you? You're gonna die anyway.
Yeah, you're Mr. T.
We can't do anything about it. What?
You can't handle the truth.
Is that Mr. T?
I don't know.
No, it's not.
It's Jack Nicholson, isn't it?
You want
Yeah.
the truth? You can't handle the truth.
And what is the
No,
truth?
Mr. T. That's
Like,
the
that's a
guy
deep
from
thing.
The
Like,
Shining,
what's-
right? Shoves his head through the wall and he's like, Mr. T's here.
You can't handle the truth.
In terms of your life, what else is going on? What else has been crazy that's happened in your life? You've had this pretty insane upbringing. You've been a fighter. You've had this brother that you try to talk to and won't get hold of you.
You love your recaps.
I love a good
Like-
recap. You're in like a room not talking to your sister with your kids.
You can't say
yeah.
your own name properly.
You can't
Like,
say your
what
own
is
name
going on here?
properly. What are some other highlights that's happened in your life?
Well, comedy's been a big thing. Like, to help me. Like, things have been tough. Like,
Comedy's
it's-
the name of my penis.
he's great. No, like,
It's
I
been a
don't
big
get-
thing.
Oh, okay, that's
it's
good.
tough. I don't know.
That's
It's
good.
tough having a split. I'm in a split family. Fucking-
Yeah, so comedy's been a big thing.
Comedy's
Anything
been-
else? Anything else that you've been through in life? Any other career paths or anything interesting? Because you're a very interesting man.
Career paths, no. Like, no. This is like my like. I guess like when I was young,
How'd you lose your virginity?
by force. I fucking told this story already.
I haven't heard this.
Not like exceptional force, but like it was definitely thrust upon me. I was definitely angry when I was finished.
Okay, wait a second.
So
We've hit a gold mine, folks. We've hit a gold mine.
so
You
That
chuck
was-
your line out enough, you're going to catch a fish.
Yeah, you are.
I'm at my go. Okay. Prior to this though, like I think I might have been 18 or 17, nearly 18. I'd knocked back a few girls. I just thought, I don't know.
I've knocked
I-
out a few girls.
Either I wasn't ready for it. I just didn't want to do it. Or I wasn't into girls. When it was offered to me, I didn't want to. So I was like, I'm already. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
That's
I had
so
a girl.
cool,
I had a girl.
dude.
I had a girl.
You're just on a bed smoking a cigarette and she's like, come to bed. And you're like, no.
I had a girl.
That's not my name.
I had a girl try to sit on me, and I was like, "Oh fuck me!"
Yeah. Go on.
I don't know where I was, man.
Sorry,
I don't know.
sorry. So you were.
But yeah, the first time I was at my girlfriend's house at the time, and we're in a room, and my friends are outside, like in like the living room, and like we're fooling around, and at some point, like we're both naked, and like she's lying down, I'm standing over her, and she's like kind of talking me into it. But I didn't want to, and then she's kind of grabbed me and pulled me in.
Pulled your thing.
Inside her, yes. Maybe.
And it was erect.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I was 18, dude.
It was erect.
The wind blew it was up.
She pulled your erect penis inside of her.
Yes.
You were
that's what-
naked, standing on a bed with a girl lying there with an erection.
Yeah.
And you were
I thought like it's hilarious. If this was if the roles were reversed, this is like kind of like a Me Too fucking story. But because it's a guy, it's ridiculous.
No, I want to know if this.
No,
is
like,
bad.
we were getting into
she
it
pulled
and, like,
your erect penis inside
We
of
were
her.
fooling around. Yeah, she kind of pulled me in. And
Is an erect penis a form of consent?
I don't think
If you
so.
haven't said it, did you say no at all?
Yeah, I was victim blaming. I love it.
No, literally. I want to.
What were you wearing?
Yeah, what
Huh?
were you wearing? Yeah, I was
You were
wearing nothing.
fucking asking for it.
I was wearing nothing and I had an erect penis.
Well, the rule is explicit consent, which it doesn't
Yes.
sound like you gave.
I didn't say. I kind of backed out. I didn't kind of want to. And
So
then,
you didn't
but
kind of want to do
I
it.
didn't have the balls to go. No, man, I don't want to do it. And she pulled me in. I finished
But
it.
you had the penis too.
And I remember.
Hello.
I remember.
Sorry, everyone. You didn't have the balls to, but you had the penis too.
But I remember finishing and being angry, like, oh, I fucking should have done that. I'm so glad I embedded myself with you guys. It's such,
So you're in this position.
I feel like this weight is just off my shoulders. I
Did
can
you
just skip
say-
so freely now.
Did
that
you
if I
say
load
no?
these stories onto you-
Did you say no at a point?
I didn't audibly say no.
It didn't audibly. Were you like, no?
No, Your Honor, I didn't say no.
What happened exactly? Let's say I'm the girl, right? You're over me. Let's do it from here. We're here to here.
I
Well,
can't.
that, you
I
guys
think
were
she used
naked
a
in the
hand-
story, so
Okay.
Okay, who's he? Is he the?
I'm the
you're
the
the
bed.
dog. You're
I'm
the-
the bed.
You're the bed. So I'm here. You're standing over me. You're erect, and I'm like, are we gonna do this?
I think she's like, come on.
Come
I'm like,
on,
they
come
kinda
on.
fuck you.
Are we
Come
talking
on.
completely naked?
I think I might have a top. Well, it's from the bottom half, yeah.
So you're like Winnie the Pooh. I've made that joke. I've made that joke before, everyone. Okay, so you're looking like Winnie the Pooh. You're about ready to dig into the honey pot, but you don't want to dig into the honey
No.
pot.
I wasn't ready yet.
You're feeling more like Eeyore. And she was a naughty little piglet.
She's more like Tigger.
She was like, call me Tigger. And,
I think it was Tigger.
And she's like,
I'm
man,
like a rabbit. There we go.
And let's just say I mispronounced her name.
Tigger.
Okay.
Christopher Robin was in the corner
So,
watching.
yeah, I was waiting for that. I didn't know what that guy's name was, but that's good.
What's the rabbit's name? Is it Rabbit?
Rabbit. Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm her. Legs are open. I'm like, we're gonna do this. Come on. What do you say? Exactly.
I don't think I barely mustered like the emotional thing to go, no, I don't want to.
So what do you
I
do?
just
Do you
kinda
pause?
like,
You pause?
Nah. I turned like an old Jewish man for a second, like, I don't want to.
If you didn't
I
want
don't
to,
think-
wouldn't have you walked away?
I love this victim.
No,
thing.
Yeah,
I
close,
like
close your legs up, buddy.
If you didn't want to do
I was
it,
like, is that cat food?
I know. I haven't showered.
No, I'm joking.
I didn't have the intestinal fortitude for it. I didn't have the tools to say, no, I don't want to do this and walk off.
So you were like, oh,
That being said, I don't regret it. But if you bring it up, I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that.
Did you stay with that girl afterwards?
Yeah, for a dumb amount of time. Yeah, I did.
Wait a second. I'm going back to the night. I know we've all left. I know we all want to leave, but I want to be right back there. She pulls your erect penis inside.
We do have about 5 more minutes left.
We do have
Yes,
5 more
she
minutes.
does.
She pulls your erect penis inside of her, and then what happens? You have to thrust.
Yeah, fuck. I don't even think I had to.
You just came.
I think she held me and did her thing, and I blew.
Wait a second. She is.
She
using
held no.
you
She held no.
like-
She, that's not. How do you fuck? Is that really how you do it? Like you just go.
I'm trying to
put
figure
the-
it out. She's grabbing your penis and she's
No, she held me
making
in.
you
I have
thrust.
sex
She
by
did-
moving my body.
She held me in, and she fucking moved her hips and did some sort of like weird, like some trickery, and then like.
And
I
then
blew.
you're just standing there being like,
Yeah, I was like, hey, it's my first
Wait,
time.
what the?
It's my first time fucking. Like I didn't know what was going on.
I understand why you're upset because you.
I didn't want to.
You finished.
Yeah, I blew like straight away. I was shitty.
Gosh, and you felt terrible after.
I felt angry. I was like,
You
fuck
felt
you.
angry.
Yeah,
How did she feel?
Disappointed.
probably. I don't think she gave
Hello.
a shit. I don't know. I also didn't have the. I was fucking 18. I didn't have the I did the tools to express how I was angry or to say I didn't like that.
Right. And how long did it last?
Look how hard it is to say now to fucking 2 friends at 36. I wonder why I just wasn't out with it before.
You're like, okay, fine. My name's Juni.
I'm a
Let's just
fraud.
say, we're pulling your penis of vocabulary to change. I don't even know. There's something funny there.
Did it get better after that? You kind of worked out what you like, what you don't like a little bit more.
Oh yeah, became a horn dog after that. Yeah.
Did you
Tell us about the horn dog years, please.
also? Did you develop somewhat of a fetish for being taken advantage of at all? To be completely honest.
No, I don't really. Oh, do I have fetishes? I don't have any fetishes of being submissive. It feels like too much work.
Right.
Like, I've done the whole blindfold thing. That was alright.
Blindfold.
I could never have someone handcuff me. I think I've been tied down once, but I didn't like it. I don't have I have a lot of trust issues. I don't know how that went. I don't think I could do it now.
So
Too much shit's fucking happened.
woman's just like blindfolding you and tying you up. It's like, wait, I know where this is going.
Hey.
Hey. There's nothing funny about that. I'm sorry, folks. It's real.
Yeah.
It's a real issue. It's a real issue.
So tell us quickly
Yeah.
about the horn dog years.
Horn
So
dog
after
years.
that, you're
Just fucking. Like, my
random girls.
Huh?
Random girls.
No. I never hit my stride with like banging a lot of girls until like, I don't know, like 28. 29. I'm a little late bloomer with that shit. I've always been a late bloomer, like physically, like just everything. Everything always been fucking late. Even comedy. I come late to the party. Fighting, I was late to the party. Yeah. Story of my life.
Right. So when you're 28, you start hitting stride.
Yeah, but on like compared to my friends, on a very mediocre level. But
Yeah.
it was still fun at the time.
Right. Gosh, how many numbers are we talking about?
Oh, not many. Like, I just had a few.
They're all
lined up,
virgins.
Yeah.
My friends are all virgins.
You also mentioned
I
how
don't
you
have any friends.
You didn't have any friends. Oh, dang.
So what's the plan tonight? You're gonna go to the open mic.
Yeah, hit up dojo.
Nice, very nice.
Try
Yeah.
that out.
You're
I've
getting
been having fun doing a lot of crowd work. Oh fuck! I tried it last Friday at the Quakers Hat Brewery in Manly Vale, and I had nothing prepared to fall back on if it didn't work, and it didn't work, and I'm like, oh god, I had to bail early. It's
Dang.
brutal, but it was it's a fucking harsh lesson I got to learn.
What, you had nothing?
Yeah, there's nothing new.
Oh, couldn't you just get your material?
I didn't want to. Not that I didn't want. I got coffee.
They start
No,
pulling your penis.
because I I had a bit of luck for the past
Yeah.
couple sets just going off crowd work, doing maybe like one or two jokes and the rest just crowd work, but
Right.
it just didn't work, and I'm like, oh, okay,
Really?
gotta go back to writing. I got a bit too cocky for my liking, for my level.
All right, let's finish off with a little bit of crowd work, huh? Crowd
quickly,
work, crowd
this-
work us, crowd work.
This girl.
Crowd work me, crowd work
This
me.
girl, where
How'd
is
you
she
two meet?
now?
How'd
Where-
you two meet?
Well, Juni,
Who are you talking to?
Juni.
Where is this girl now? I get so fixated on certain things. Where is this girl from the
She's
first
married with
sexual?
kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever want to bring it up to her? Do you ever want to go up to her kids and be like,
Yeah, right? Nah,
do you know what I mean?
nah.
Do you follow?
They're like, hey, we just spoke to this guy. His name's Juni. He said some pretty crazy stuff about you, Mum, and she's like, I've never heard of that guy in my life. Trying to tie it off with a slam dunk, but I'm just not getting there. I'm not
that
getting
was
there.
good. It was
not getting there.
exactly what we were
I've
looking
never met
for.
that guy before in my life. I think he's lying.
I've never heard of a man called
I don't know what to
Judy
tell you, kids.
in my entire life.
That motherfucker crazy.
Now, Juni, on the other hand, is a man who I raped, and I enjoyed it.
And he deserved it. Thank God you didn't hear from him. Or else I'd be very worried.
All right, seriously, bro, we do have to wrap.
Oh,
so
man.
Thanks so much for coming on, man. It's been a long time coming. It was a lot of fun. Anything you want to leave the people with?
Oh, fuck you, put me in the spot. It's Juni, motherfuckers, alright? I don't care what these guys say.
And that'll do.
And that'll do us, folks. Hell yes.